In his prime, it was hard not to be beguiled by Oscar Pistorius. He was a pioneer, an athlete who defied disability to take on the world. He pushed the limits of the possible and challenged perceptions every step of the way.
We have to embrace disability. We can't not talk about it anymore. 20 years ago, it was uncommon for someone to know somebody with a disability. These days, it's very common to even have a family member with a disability. And the sooner we just say, listen, this isn't a taboo subject, we can talk about it.
His journey began before he knew it. A congenital deformity leading to a double amputation when he was just 18 months old. He shone as a schoolboy athlete regardless, and as a teenager took the Paralympics by storm.
I think Oscar was a trailblazer when he broke onto the scene in 2004 in Athens, and he's done so much for the Paralympic movement to take us forward. He's helped to raise awareness of what people with an impairment can do. I mean, what he did in Beijing, winning gold in 100 and 200 and 400, made headlines around the world.
But his sights were set beyond disability sport, and after a long legal battle, he was allowed to compete against able-bodied athletes. It brought him fame
Very good to see you.
and fortune, with sponsorships worth up to £1.5 million a year. His crowning achievement came at London 2012, where he made the Olympic 400 metres semi-final and charmed athletes from around the world.
I was introduced to him was at the London Games, and he was actually quite unassuming then. I didn't recognise him straight away. He was sort of smaller than I thought. So he was a little bit of a shy man who didn't fill the room like you might have thought somebody with his profile would. But obviously his moment was when he got out into the stadium, because he could make the stadium electric.
He was back for the Paralympics. He won 2 more gold medals, though the mask slipped when he was beaten by Alan Oliveira and claimed the Brazilian's blades had given him an unfair advantage. What happened next shocked sport and beyond, and turned Pistorius from role model to pariah. His trial revealed a Pistorius few knew.
Not softer than brain, but
Today brought him 5 years in jail. Pistorius is unlikely to make another podium, and he's forfeited his place on a pedestal forever. Paul Kelso, Sky News.